Y el himno nacional de Uruguay, NADER National Anthem of Uruguay.
The shadows starting to lengthen now inside El Domo. Magnificent purpose-built facility. It's very warm down on the floor of the arena. A check on the teams for you. Egypt impressive against the Dutch, although they lost 5-3. Less fluent against Thailand, but they still won 7-0. And Said Abdul Qadir scored a hat-trick. Uruguay there, together with their coaching staff. They go into this fixture with one or two problems. Uruguay also have 3 points, a win against Thailand, defeat against the Netherlands. They only have 12 players to choose from. 3 of them are goalkeepers. Skirko and Alvaro Pinheiro are both suspended. There's Cesar Rubido, the Uruguayan coach. He's got a lot to ponder now. Uruguay went to the finals in '96. In fact, 10 of the teams who featured in Spain are back here in Guatemala. Egypt also went to the finals in '96, but they finished third in a group including Spain, Ukraine and Australia. Intriguingly, the teams are changing ends before kick-off. That has not happened so far in these championships. The officials wish each other good luck. 2 referees in futsal, of course. They each patrol a half. It's a fast and furious game. Fouls are punished. Any team who commits 6 fouls concedes a free penalty shot from the 10-meter mark. The ball has to be returned to play within 4 seconds. Goalkeepers can advance anywhere. They can come out of their D. The ball can be kicked overhead height. The ball can be headed. And eventually we're underway. It's Uruguay in the sky blue shirts and black shorts attacking from left to right. Aguazabala, their skipper, feeding Moliterno. And Moliterno was very impressive in the fixture against the Netherlands, a game which Uruguay lost by 3-1. Moliterno had so many chances in that game. The Dutch, though, more clinical in front of goal, as they were against Egypt. Egypt with players who enjoy running with the ball, players who are encouraged to develop their close skills. Two of their more creative players are out there at the moment. Youssef Mohammed, number 14, and Mahmoud Mohammed, number 5. They're the 2 attackers there. Good save. Aman Nassif getting across there to deny the Uruguayan skipper, Aguazabala. D'Alessandro. Cagey opening, and a mistake. And a good chance as well for Moliterno. He must wonder what he's got to do to try and find the target. He's scored 3 goals in these championships, Moliterno. He might have had double that number. Youssef Mohammed. Now Abdu. Mahmoud Mohammed. ARAFA Said. Egypt only have 2 survivors from their squad of 1996. Yasser Mohammed and TAMER Ismail, their skipper. Ismail currently on the bench here. Good opening for Claudio Guerra. Guerra, who operated and came on as a substitute against the Netherlands, here on from the start. Youssef Mohammed. Mahmoud Mohammed just feeling his chest there. It's a fairly hefty shove which he received, but there was no foul. Guerra. D'Alessandro. Aguazabala, the Uruguayan skipper. Good work by the captain. D'Alessandro. Now Guerra, who tries to take charge at the back. Forced to save from Nassif. Only 22, Nassif plays for the Ismailia club. Strong challenge there by Aguazabala. D'Alessandro. Abdu. Mahmoud Mohammed. Was a clever turn and a rather reckless challenge by Guerra. Abdel Kadir, who scored those 3 goals against Thailand, is the player who was fouled. And it looks serious, this, for Said Abdel Kadir. May well have been when he fell. Yes, he twisted his left knee badly. Also some attention for the elbow. It's a very hard and unforgiving surface. That's why defenders can't dive in when they try to tackle. The ball has to be taken cleanly. ARAFA Said over this free kick. Egypt just waiting to make a substitution. Abdel Kadir has gone on to be replaced by Nader Solomon, one of the younger players in the squad. He's only 21. Said over the free kick. Mohammed is almost on the goal line. Solomon also in there. Oh, and he's blasted it straight in. Brilliant goal. ARAFA Said hit that like a rocket. Egypt in front after 2 minutes and 55 seconds. It's been a cagey opening. And the first job almost for the Uruguayan goalkeeper, Carlos CLAVERO, is to get it out the back of his net. Took a deflection on the way in, but there's no way anybody will take that away from ARAFA Said. His third goal in the championships. He's scored goals in all 3 Group B games against the Netherlands, Thailand, and now Uruguay. Clever catch by Nassif. Didn't take his eye off the ball, even though Moliterno was threatening. There's Said, who's directing operations now from the back for Egypt. A draw will be enough here for Egypt, but they have the advantage. They've scored the first goal. Blistering free kick by ARAFA Said. Uruguay prepared to be patient. Moliterno. Good covering as well there by YOUSSEF Mohammed, who'd seen the run being made by the skipper, Miguel Aguazabla. Good work by Guerra. Good balance for such a big player, such a compromising figure in the back line for Uruguay. Aguazabala with the kick in. Here he is once more. To Alessandro. Foul by Abdel Kadir, who's now back on, having had attention. Abdel Kadir fouled, and from the free kick it was ARAFA Said who scored the opening goal for Egypt. Now it's Uruguay's turn to have the free kick. Guerra is a long way out. Uruguay here without one of their strong men in defence, Walter Skirko. Skirko suspended, having picked up 2 cautions. Also missing here for Uruguay is perhaps their most creative player, Alvaro Pinheiro. Uruguay with all the possession, 72% so far. Egypt, though, leading by a goal to nil, even though they've seen much less of the ball. Consultation on the touchline, because each team is allowed 1 timeout in each half. The Egyptians perhaps suggesting that they were denied the opportunity to take a timeout, and the officials just making the point that appeals for a timeout have to be directed via the 3rd official. Alessandro. Now Guerra. Egypt hosted the African tournament this year. They were finalists in 1996. D'Alessandro. Now Guerra. D'Alessandro just unable to muscle his way through inside the Egyptian D. Terrific long ball out of defence that towards Abdelkader, but it's Guerra who's won it back for Uruguay. Aguazabala. Moliterno. Ball was just whisked away from Guerra's foot, and good covering by D'Alessandro. Two forward there for Egypt. Atia and Mahmoud Mohammed in good support. Foul by D'Alessandro. Don't forget, the first team who commits 6 fouls will concede a penalty from the 10-meter mark. At the moment, the foul count reads 1 for Egypt, 2 for Uruguay. Moliterno. Good skill by Moliterno. Fine save by Youssef. Spread himself well. Wayward pass by Guerra. And great first touch there by Abdelkader. Pass which followed, though, was a poor one. Uruguay mount another attack with Aguazabala, their skipper. That will be a Uruguayan corner kick. This was the earlier opportunity for Moliterno. He's a big and powerful front runner for Uruguay. Nassif, the goalkeeper, equal to the task. Atia now. Surging run forward by Atia. Is Abdelkader. Infringement was spotted there. Instructions on the sidelines for Martin REYNO Hernandez, who was very impressive against the Netherlands. Abdu. Atia. Solid challenge by Guerra. The pace is far more pedestrian than the pace of the opening game, which we saw here in El Domo this afternoon. A magnificent performance by Brazil, who hammered the host nation, Guatemala, 29-2. And there's an injection of pace here by Uruguay. Clever play by Uruguay. Atia to make the interception for Egypt. REYNO Hernandez over there, only 23 from the Penarol club. Looks very good when he's on the ball. Guerra. Guerra again. Dragged his shot wide as REYNO Hernandez threatened. Aguazabala back to cover. Atia and Abdelkader, the two up front here for Egypt. It needed a hand away there by Carlos Clavero, the Uruguayan goalkeeper. Clavero actually came to these championships as the third choice Uruguayan goalkeeper. He started all 3 games, but he'd made only 9 appearances for the national side before Futsal 2000 got underway, the 4th FIFA World Championships. Abdelkader. And that was a hefty challenge by Moliterno. He asks what all the fuss is about. Sema Atia over the free kick here for Egypt. Could pick out Abdelkader on the far side. Oh, another brilliant free kick. And a magnificent save by Clavero. Goalkeeper got down very, very quickly. Snapshot from Atia. 2 free kicks now for Egypt. And instead of playing the ball out, they've taken the more direct approach. That was well struck and it was well saved. Abdu. Africa, one of the emerging countries in terms of futsal. Back in 1996, only 5 countries entered the championships. Egypt were the only ones prepared to host it. Appeals for handball against Moliterno, and the decision has gone the Egyptians' way. Egypt, Africa's sole representatives amongst the 16 here at Futsal 2000. Reyno Hernandez. Falcao has made a positive run ahead of him. Aguazabala. Now Falcao. It's been allowed to go on. And the shot across the face of goal could have gone anywhere. It was Moliterno who was diving in, hoping to get a deflection on the ball. Moliterno has made an impressive contribution during these championships. He's led the line well for Uruguay. Reyno Hernandez. No foul. Abdelkader took the ball cleanly. And that was another fine stop by Clavero. Almost at the halfway point now in the first half. 2 20-minute halves in futsal. And that was a very good opportunity for ARAFA Said, who's already blasted one shot beyond Clavero. It was a snapshot, he couldn't quite keep it down though. Some questions have to be asked about the marking. Falcao trying to make as big a block as possible. Moliterno with the forward pass, which was a poor one for Uruguay, and he's the first to acknowledge that. Good running by Atia. Brushed against Aguazabala. No foul. Players allowed to continue. There's a chance here now for Egypt. Goalkeeper's a long way out of goal. And it was a good recovery. And a yellow card is about to be issued. And it's about to be issued to ARAFA Said. Well, clearly something went on off the ball there. ARAFA Said has been cautioned. So too has NICO Moliterno. Thumping drive and another good stop by Clavero. Abdelkader has got the goal in his sights as well now. Said Abdelkader, scorer of 3 goals against Thailand. ARAFA Said has been cautioned alongside NICO Moliterno, presumably for something which went on off the ball. 2 officials in futsal, of course, 2 officials on the pitch, each patrolling one half. It's so fast and it's so furious. It's so difficult for one man to try and take complete control. Falcao. REYNO Hernandez. Aguazabala trying to brush aside the challenge, and it was an unfair challenge from Said Abdelkadir. REYNO Hernandez decides to leave the free kick to his skipper. ARAFA Said across to make the block. Aguazabala on the ball. Now REYNO Hernandez tried to create an opening. It's produced a save. Comfortable in the end though for Nassif. It's a poor throw out. Uruguay with plenty of attempts on goal. Egypt just the 6 efforts, but it's Egypt who lead. Aguazabala, terrific interception by Simaratia, aware and alert there as REYNO Hernandez made his move forward, but there's another opening here for Uruguay. They've got 2 up in support of their captain. YOUSSEF Mohammed denied, but that was a sliding challenge. Made the point already that tackles which are sliding tackles are not allowed. It was a good run by YOUSSEF Mohammed, and that would have been an acceptable challenge in an 11-a-side game outdoors. Uruguay have committed their 5th foul. There are 8 minutes of the first half remaining. If they commit another foul, then they will concede a kick at the 10-meter penalty mark. Abdu back on his feet. Egypt trying to inject a bit of urgency into their play. And here with a terrific effort that hammered against the outside of the post. It's a very tight angle for him. Goalkeeper was beaten. Kick in by Lamana, but here come Uruguay again. Moliterno turning well. Falcao back to cover. Moliterno. Now Lamana. And here come Egypt with YOUSSEF Mohammed. He's done well. He's won some additional ground down that far touchline. At the moment, it's going Egypt's way. They've smothered most of the Uruguayan attacks. They've been prepared to let Uruguay have most of the possession, but more importantly, Egypt have got the goal. REYNO Hernandez. Moliterno has dropped deep this time. Falcao has gone ahead of him, and here is Falcao. That was a nasty challenge on the goalkeeper. He's not at all comfortable, and he's not at all happy with the challenge there. Moliterno dropping deep to try and see a bit more of the ball. And the goalkeeper really felt that, AYMAN Nassif. At least here, Egypt do have their second choice available. Yasser Mohammed was sent off in the opening game against the Netherlands when he raced out of his goal to try and make a clearance, but instead caught the incoming player. And Yasser Mohammed just limbering up on the touchline. He'll be eager to get on, but it looks as though AYMAN Nassif is able to continue. Uruguay have also made a switch. Mario ROIBAL has come on in goal for them. Falcao. Here's the skipper. Opportunity for him to shoot. Defence did well again. Egypt prepared to regroup and to get everyone behind the ball when they don't have possession. Atia. Cleverly done by Atia, but he didn't fox Falcao. Falcao now with the opportunity to show off his skills. Here's Lamana. Now Aguizabala. Reyno Hernandez. Aguizabala. Great work by Reyno Hernandez, and Falcao! Was worth a try from there. Juan Falcao, only 22. It's a relatively experienced squad, this Uruguayan squad. Claudio at the back is 34 years of age, but Juan Falcao at 22, and Martin Perez, who has yet to win a cap, is also 22, as is ALESSANDRO. Shade under 6 minutes of the first half remain. Each team allowed one timeout per half. Egypt well disciplined and organised in defence. As yet, Uruguay unable to find a way through. Says Rabido, the Uruguayan coach, said after the 4-1 win over Thailand that it was a good start, but we still have to improve, and they need to improve here. A draw or a point will be enough for Egypt to go through because they've got the better goal difference. Uruguay have to win, but they trail 1-0. Blistering free kick from ARAFA Said. Reyno Hernandez. Now Lamana. Great run by Lamana. That will be a throw-in for the goalkeeper, though. Launched forward towards YOUSSEF Mohamed, but his control was poor. Uruguay build again from the back with their captain, Reyno Hernandez, who started the move well forward now to try and take it on and to reintroduce the skipper who'd laid the ball off to him. Aguizabala. Now Falcao well placed. Uruguay have the corner. It's intriguing to look at the tactics of some of these teams when they get free kicks or corner kick-ins. Not many of them put players inside the defending D. Prefer to have players running in from close to the halfway line. That was the tactic there for Uruguay. Abdu just unable to keep the ball in play for Egypt. Reyno Hernandez. Aguizabala. Here's Lamana. Some nice passing from Uruguay now. Reyno Hernandez always comfortable on the ball, as is Falcao. Lamana. Lamana again. Aguizabala. Trying to do a bit too much. And Uruguay could be caught out here. Determined play by Abdelkadir. Still with Abdelkadir. Tried to jab at the shot in the end. Lamana now confronted by Said. Tear across to help Said out. Uruguay, don't forget, have committed 5 fouls in this first half. Another one and they'll concede a penalty kick from the 10-metre mark. They can't afford to take any chances, particularly when they lose possession, and Egypt had the opportunity to break, which they do here. The goalkeeper there, ROIBAL, was rather fortunate because he'd already dived. And there's a glorious opportunity for Uruguay at the other end. Aguazabala well forward, he didn't quite get the angle right. It was a difficult one for him. Tried to squeeze it between the red-shirted defender getting back and the goalkeeper. Reyno Hernandez here, well prominent for Uruguay. Sloppy play by Lamana. ROIBAL quickly off his line. Better from Lamana. He was overstretching there and he's won the free kick for Uruguay. SABRY Abdou back on his feet. He got away from the first challenge, but it was the trailing leg which caught Lamana there. Good skill by Abdelkader. All these players have the ability to get out of a tight corner. Falcao. Aguazabal and Falcao once more. Well, Falcao getting into numerous good shooting positions. No real accuracy though with any of his shots so far. Abdelkader. Great work by Abdelkader. Just tried to work the ball through to Atia there, who was well forward in support. Falcao to come forward for Uruguay. Falcao again needs help. Maybe he doesn't need it. He did well to get the cross in. Ball ricocheting off Atia's shins for a corner kick to Uruguay. The ball was in and then out. That will be an Egyptian kick in from close to the halfway line. Confirmation there of the 5th foul against Uruguay. The timekeeper on the near side has a board which he can issue to remind the two officials on the pitch that Uruguay are on dangerous ground. Aguazabala, Falcao, Reyno Hernandez. Some terrific movements here from Uruguay. Still they try to make the opening now. Reyno Hernandez, Moliterno, Aguazabala, Falcao. Patient and cagey approach play by Uruguay. Reyno Hernandez charging forward. But in the end, the skipper decided to miss him out when perhaps Reyno Hernandez was in the better position to take the move on for Uruguay. Abdelkader trying to turn away from Moliterno. Here's Kanawi. Abdou. Intelligent work by Abdelkader, just spinning away from his mark, and that's a good pass too. Great stop though by ROIBAL to deny Kanawi, who's only just come on as a substitute, but more work perhaps for the goalkeeper to do here. They're queuing up. How did Kanawi miss from there? Just jabbed at the shot, Kanawi, but he's made an instant impression. Only been on for a matter of seconds, and he's right in the thick of the action. Reyno Hernandez. Aguazabala urging Moliterno forward. Here is Moliterno. ROIBAL has come out to act as the extra outfield player. Everybody now inside the Egyptian half. 1 minute and 10 seconds of the first half remain. Here's ROIBAL. And he slipped, the goalkeeper slipped. He had to make a good recovery, and he's been put under further pressure here. Atia was snapping at his heels. That's always the danger. Some of the goalkeepers are supremely confident when they're in possession and when they're coming forward. But there's always a danger if they charge out of the goal that they will be caught out if they should make an error. Moliterno showing that he means business. Reyno Hernandez. Shot is actually stuck underneath the guarding net behind that goal. Understandable that the officials in El Domo put that net up to stop wayward shots, and that wasn't a wayward shot by Atia. Goalkeeper was quickly off his mark to charge it down with the assistance of his skipper, Aguizabala. Reyno Hernandez now with the opportunities to break forward for Uruguay. Players opened up a bit in this final minute of the first half. Egypt have brought Mahmoud Mohamed back on. Number 5, one of the players who possesses the most skill perhaps for Egypt. Moliterno, that was a hefty challenge, and that will be a 10-meter penalty kick for Egypt. There's just 1.7 seconds now of the first half remaining. ROIBAL, the goalkeeper, will have to stand on his goal line. Egypt ahead with a free kick put away by ARAFA Saeed. Now there's the chance for NADER Solomon to double their lead. It'll be the last kick of the first half. Solomon against ROIBAL. And he's beaten the goalkeeper straight between his legs. Egypt are 2 up. They're absolutely ecstatic with that. They can't believe it. It's almost a complete turnaround from their opening fixture against the Netherlands, where Egypt had all the play and lost 5-3. Here, Uruguay have dominated the possession, but it's Egypt who have got the goals. They've got 2 goals. A second goal there from the 10-meter mark for NADER Solomon to go with the one scored earlier by ARAFA Saeed. And at half-time in Group 2, it's looking good for Egypt and progress into the next phase. It's Egypt 2, Uruguay 0. First half statistics then of this Group B game. Uruguay with 24 attempts, 14 on target compared to 14 and 11 for Egypt. Corners are even. Significantly though, 6 fouls by Uruguay, and they were punished for that because Solomon scored with the goal from the 10-meter mark just a second before the break. 1 yellow card apiece. But Uruguay with all the possession, they trail though at half-time by 2-0. Welcome back to El Domo. Tony Jones here with the second half of the Group B fixture. It's Egypt 2, Uruguay 0 at half-time. The winners here will make progress into the second stage of the championships, the 4th FIFA Futsal World Championships, alongside the current group leaders Holland, who have maximum points from 2 games so far. A draw will be enough for Egypt. Uruguay have to win, and they've served notice of their intentions in this second half. They came out very early for the resumption. Players were discussing their first half performance amongst themselves out near the centre circle. There's still time for Uruguay. They had plenty of possession in the first half. They were unable to find any telling finishes. And Uruguay forced to concede the first corner of the second half. Skipper Aguizabala, who found himself almost on the goal line. And that will be a free put in for Uruguay. Ball has to be returned to play within 4 seconds. Abdu deciding to launch the ball upfield. Futsal is all about close control and good skill on the ball, but occasionally a change of approach can catch teams out, particularly on the counter-attack. Egypt have shown already in these championships that they've got players who are good at pace, comfortable with the ball at their feet, comfortable with the ball when they're running at speed. Forward by Abdu. Here's Atiyah. Now Youssef Mohammed. Good turn by Youssef Mohammed, but he was just unable to readjust and to get the position right to maybe bring in one of his teammates. Egypt, when Uruguay have the ball, happy to back off, happy to let them have possession when it's in an area of the pitch which is unlikely to do any harm. Reyno Hernandez. Now Falcao. Clever work by Moliterno. Aguizabala now. Moliterno did well to turn and to get the shot in. Player down inside the Egyptian D. It's Sabri Abdu who's gone down holding his head, and there'll now be some attention for Sabri Abdu. Came when he collided with Moliterno. Powerful customer for Uruguay up front, Moliterno. He did well to make the initial block. Egypt set to make a change following that clash there. Oh yes, he was kicked in the face. It was unintentional. Moliterno's follow through there caught Sabri Abdu in the face. Egypt have sensibly made a substitution. Don't forget, in futsal there are rolling substitutions. Players can go on or come off at any time. Youssef Mohammed. Sabri Abdu making the angle for it, as was ARAFA Said. Kanawi. ARAFA Said. Is Atiyah. Youssef Mohammed easily dispossessed, and an opening here for Guerra. Just overstretched then as he tried to race in on Moliterno's thoughtful pass across the edge of the D. Reyno Hernandez with the shot, and an opportunity here for Egypt to maybe break forward quickly, but it was ARAFA Said who rushed his clearance forward. He saw the goalkeeper was off his line when perhaps Kinawi was better placed to accept the pass. A complete breakdown in communications there amongst the two at the back for Uruguay. Reyno Hernandez and Guerra both stood still as Aguizabala made his move forward. Moliterno. Shot was from Aguizabala. Moliterno down unhurt, but here come Egypt. Good goalkeeping by ROIBAL to get out and to smother the shot from Kanawi. Moliterno will need some attention. It's been noticeable during these championships that most of the injuries have been to elbows and to collarbones and shoulders. Moliterno looking very uncomfortable. It was a nasty collision with Sema Atiyah. Egypt sportingly give possession away, and Uruguay have an opportunity to build from the back now with Guerra. Moliterno did well to hold the ball up then. He was under a bit of pressure from Atiyah. Guerra. Cleverly done by ARAFA Said. Aguazabala. Now REYNO Hernandez. Is there to be any way through for Uruguay? Guerra. Shot was charged down by Kanawi. Egypt have learned the lessons of their opening game in Group B, a game which they dominated against the Dutch but lost 5-3 because they were too ambitious. They left too many gaps in defence. Here they're not taking the same chances. Egypt showing that they can vary their approach, vary their tactics, and that could prove crucial in the second phase. And again it was a tear across to get the block in. Moliterno frustrated once more. It's been a frustrating tournament for NICO Moliterno. He's had numerous opportunities in this game and the previous encounters when Uruguay beat Thailand and lost against the Netherlands. He scored 2 goals in the championships. He should have really managed the third by now. That effort by Aguazabala wasn't too far but wide. Youssef Mohamed. ARAFA Said. Atia. Ball is rolled out of play. This was the chance which fell to the Uruguayan skipper. Moliterno. Better from Uruguay. REYNO Hernandez. Another deflection. Defence is standing firm. Great unity in the Egyptian ranks. Uruguay 33 attempts on goal. Egypt just the 15. Aguazabala. Now Guerra. Moliterno ahead of him. REYNO Hernandez trying to make an angle here for his skipper. Once more with Aguazabala. Here is REYNO Hernandez. Moliterno, who's got 3 goals in these championships. He scored 2, in fact, against Thailand, plus another against the Netherlands. Aguazabala, nice turn of foot by Aguazabala, and a determined challenge by Youssef Mohamed. There's great pace in this Egyptian side, and there's a great opening for a third goal, but it's been denied them. Good save by ROIBAL from Said, ARAFA Said, and it's ARAFA Said who's on the ball here. Incisive break by Egypt, pouring players forward once they had possession, and that was a good save by ROIBAL. Atia, here he is again. Clever play from Egypt, drawing in confidence as these championships wear on. The winners here will join Holland in the last 8 from Group B. Tidy interception by Lamana. Guerra has won the kick in here for Uruguay. Guatemalan band trying to raise the tempo and to raise the noise level. They're wearing red shirts, which perhaps signifies that they're on Egypt's side. They gave their own players terrific support in the opening game here in El Domo today, a game which Brazil won against Guatemala by 29 goals to 2. Brazil, the side everyone has to beat, the 3 times world champions. Save. Smart shot there from ALESSANDRO, who's only just come on as a substitute for Uruguay. Good effort from a long way out that. Now it's Egypt's turn. Abdelkader with the corner kick. Abdu has got the return and a chance surely for a third goal. They've got that third goal. Said Abdelkadir. Surely now Egypt are on their way into the last 8. Well worked goal by Egypt. Sabri Abdu just doing enough to set up Abdelkadir. Dragged one of the defenders out of the back there. ALESSANDRO was trying to get across to cover, but it wasn't enough. Completely unmarked, goalkeeper committed, and that's 3-0. Said Abdelkadir, who managed a hat-trick against Thailand, a game which Egypt won 7-0. Here it's 3-0. 12.5 minutes remaining. Timeout has been called. Each team allowed 1 timeout in each half. The idea of futsal is to keep the momentum going, to make sure that the game is played at a high pace. 4 goals now in these championships for Abdelkadir. And here Uruguay guilty once more of giving the ball away too easily. And how on earth did that stay out? Another wonderful chance for Said Abdelkadir. SAMIR who won the ball back for Egypt. Egypt here playing with a bit more adventure in the second half. In the first half they were happy to sit back and do a containing job. Then they had the boost of an unexpected second goal, a second before half-time. A penalty from 10 metres by NADER Soleiman. That after Uruguay committed their 6th foul. And that's thudded against the outside of the post. ALESSANDRO this time, getting Nassif scrambling across his goal. Another good effort with ROIBAL playing his part, the goalkeeper. ROIBAL always eager to get forward to join his teammates whenever they have possession and they're able to get forward. ROIBAL. Aguazabala. ROIBAL again. Gustavo Silva offering an option. ROIBAL. Now Aguazabala. Chance for Silva. All a bit too hasty now from Uruguay. Another kick in, cleverly done. And there's a chance here for Uruguay. Another fine block. Surely somehow they must scramble the ball in, but the defence has stood firm once more. Gustavo Silva has made a big difference since coming on at the start of the second half for Uruguay. Lamana with a kick in. Here's ROIBAL. Nearly at the halfway point in the second half. Silva. Lamana's ahead of him. ROIBAL the goalkeeper again. Thumping drive from ROIBAL. We've yet to see a goalkeeper score during these championships, but ROIBAL looks as though he's capable of testing Nassif at the other end. Another timeout is called. Uruguay only too aware that time is running out, both for this timeout and also for them to try and rescue this game. They need to win. A draw will be enough for Egypt. Egypt 3 goals in front. Their coach Mohamed Haag will be making the point that now they just really have to try and keep possession. Their supporters are happy. They're sure that they're in now for an extended holiday here in Guatemala City. Egypt will take their place, one assumes now, in the second phase of the championships. If they do go through, they'll be in a Brazil, in the group which includes Brazil, and that won't be easy for them. Here come Egypt again. This time they adopt the more direct approach. That took a deflection and has gone out for another kick in here to Uruguay. Moliterno deciding to switch to the flanks now, having played a more direct role in the first half. Moliterno. And the ball just span away from La Mana. Terrific break by Egypt, and that really should have been a better opening for Said Abdelkader. Goalkeeper's now prepared to launch the ball upfield. It's opened the game up a little bit. Good support there for Moliterno from his skipper Aguizabala. Check on the possession. Uruguay 64%. They've dominated territorially at least, but it's Egypt who lead by 3-0. Polished performance by Egypt. Haven't taken any chances. Look very solid in defence. Uruguay also paying the price for some indiscipline, conceding 6 first half fouls. ROIBAL, good save. Well, that was flying towards Youssef from ROIBAL. Goalkeeper able to push the ball high enough to make a recovery and to get the ball to safety, or make sure that one of his teammates got the ball to safety under pressure from La Mana. And La Mana denied once more. Appeals for handball there, and they may well have a point. Well, SABRY Abdou, I felt there, used his hand to steer the ball to safety. Furious protests from Uruguay, protests which were led by La Mana, but the offence went unpunished. It wasn't seen by either official. Well, let's have another look at that. There's the shot, and as it came back, I'm sure there was a hand in there. It wasn't too clear to judge from that angle, and that was the angle which the official on the near side had. Not easy for those watching from that position. ROIBAL. Here's Moliterno. ARAFA Said to scoop the ball to safety, and that is a foul. The first foul of the second half. An opportunity maybe here for Uruguay. Gustavo Silva over the free kick. Moliterno making a move forward. Good block again, and defence turned to attack quickly by Egypt. They've got terrific pace in there, but that was another fine save by ROIBAL there to come out and deny Said Abdelkader. ROIBAL now has been busy at both ends. He's tested his opposite number, Naisif, with a sharp shot, and now he's doing the job that he does best, getting back to smother the shot from Said Abdelkader. But another indication there of the pace in this Egyptian squad. Broke forward very, very quickly. That's the hallmark of a good futsal side. A team who can win possession back and then play skillfully, get the ball forward quickly and make their possession count. Oh, terrific effort! Wonderful, wonderful effort! And a fourth goal for Egypt. A rueful glance from Mario ROIBAL. It's a goal for SABRY Abdou. quick thinking there by Abdu. He saw that the goalkeeper had come far too far off his line. He nipped in quickly, and from there, terrific accuracy on the shot forward. Had to get it over the goalkeeper, and more importantly, under the crossbar. Now to Egypt. ROIBAL. Moliterno, great skill from Moliterno. Chance for Moliterno. And a block by SABRY Abdu, who's popping up just about everywhere it seems now for Egypt. Confident display by Egypt. Egypt, who went to the championships in 1996. Then there were one of just 5 teams from Africa to enter the competition. Now they're on their way to the last 8. Back in '96, they were in a particularly tough group. It was a group which included Spain, Australia, and the Ukraine. Silva, another chance. Gustavo Silva denied by the acrobatics again of Nassif in goal for Egypt. Moliterno. How on earth did he miss from there? It was a terrific effort by Moliterno. Just tried to curl the ball around Nassif's reach. Clever play as well by ROIBAL, the goalkeeper. Inches away. Some mopping up operations in the goal mouth. So important that the playing surface is completely dry. And there's a lot of perspiration out there because it's still a very hot afternoon. It's a natural bowl. It used to be an outdoor ball rink. And this is the moment which is surely ensured that Egypt are on their way to the next round. Good anticipation there by SABRY Abdu, to win the ball and then to beat ROIBAL, who was way off his goal line. ROIBAL again. Moliterno did well. Pablo Lamana firing over. Uruguay rapidly running out of ideas here. ARAFA Saeed. Now YOUSSEF Mohammed. Side once more. ROIBAL to make the save. Well, that was a poor clearance by ROIBAL, but he did well to recover. Silva. Aguizabal, the skipper. Silva again. Moliterno acting as a predator close to the Egyptian goal line. ROIBAL! Goalkeeper coming closest to getting a goal back for Uruguay. Oh, that was a terrific recovery. Goalkeeper can be grateful there that Pablo Lamana was so quickly off the mark. Good anticipation by Lamana, aware of the danger posed whenever ROIBAL ventures forward. Uruguay have already been caught out, but not there. ARAFA Saeed. SABRY Abdu. First touch was not a particularly good one. He tried to angle his pass out towards SAMIR Atia. Cesar Robido and Uruguay surely now on their way home. There's only 6 minutes remaining. Uruguay trail by 4 goals to 0. Aguizabal. Band's still playing. It's not exactly Queen, but they're making enough noise. Aguazabara. Here's ROIBAL. Here's ROIBAL. Skipper has nowhere to go. Pablo Lamana. Aguazabala, good save. Nassif has had a good tournament. It was a clever save. ROIBAL now. Moliterno. Egypt with the opportunity to attack once more. The combined efforts of SABRY Abdu and SAMIR Atir, not enough for them. REYNO Hernandez. ROIBAL. Took a deflection and Uruguay have the kick in. Haven't seen too much of REYNO Hernandez in the second half. We've seen a lot of that man though, Mario ROIBAL. ROIBAL, who plays for Banco Republica in Montevideo. 60 attempts for Uruguay, 43 on target. Seconds tick by. There are still another 2 games here in El Domo today. Next up we have the Russians against the Kangaroos, Australia. And following that it's Iran against Cuba in Group D. ROIBAL. Aguazabala. Egypt have the free kick. Time is running out here for Uruguay. Just over 4 minutes remaining. Covering there by the player coming across who was SABRY Abdu, and Abdu there just making the point that he was caught in the face. REYNO Hernandez. ARAFA side to get a foot in, and again they've spotted the goalkeeper off the line. Well, that was a magnificent recovery by ROIBAL. He knew he was outside his goal area. He knew he had to head the ball clear. But this time he wasn't to be caught out. Clever effort by Kanawi. Vital save by ROIBAL, even if it was unconventional. Egypt still looking to get another goal, still looking for an opening if they can possibly get the ball forward. Uruguay beginning to look very wary. Moliterno, and now the passes are not reaching their target. Moliterno has worked hard up front for Uruguay with little or no reward. Egypt playing with increasing confidence. ARAFA Said. Mohamed. Here come Uruguay once more. Clever interchange of passes there. Aguazabala. Now Lamana. Did well. Can't quite work the ball through to REYNO Hernandez. Silva. ROIBAL. Long way out. Egypt almost inviting ROIBAL to take a pop at goal there. Gave him enough room to test Nassif. Mahmoud Mohammed. Silva. Here he is again. This time ROIBAL was fouled and he's off his line once more. There's a chance again for Egypt to wrap it all up once and for all, and Mahmoud Mohammed just holds his head in his hands because he knows that that was a very good chance again for Egypt. They won't expect freedom like this in their next game. Egypt on their way through. They'll go into a group which already includes Brazil. Lamana, REYNO Hernandez, they've got the consolation. A deserved goal for Uruguay, a deserved goal for all their hard work, and particularly the hard work put in during these championships by Martin REYNO Hernandez. Set up for him by Lamana. Nice finish, the ball was almost trapped between his feet, but he was able to get the angle right and he was able to beat Nassif. It's Egypt 4, Uruguay 1. Two goals now in these championships. REYNO Hernandez, goalkeeper, again prepared to have a crack at goal, and he's not allowed to do that. This is the effort from REYNO Hernandez, helped out first by ALESSANDRO and then Lamana. Cleverly done to try and scoop the ball between the goalkeeper's legs. There's a free kick here for Uruguay right on the edge of the Egyptian D. Foul committed by the skipper, who we haven't seen until this last minute or so, TAMER Ismail. One of the two survivors from the team which went to the '96 championships. Egypt with a youthful squad. Oh, magnificent second goal. Lamana has scored it. But it's come too late surely now for Uruguay. Two goals in quick succession. Lamana, the provider of the first one for REYNO Hernandez, getting the second one for Uruguay. Struck it so well. Didn't have a great deal to aim at, but the power as much as anything was what caught Nassif, the goalkeeper, out. We're inside the final minute now. Chance, and a great save. Abdelkader denied this time. Ball has been launched forward by ROIBAL. Real urgency here about Uruguay's play. REYNO Hernandez holding the ball up for as long as he possibly can to try and release Silva. ROIBAL. Alessandro. Abdelkader to bring the ball away for Egypt. And Abdelkader just claiming there that ROIBAL perhaps got a hand of the ball. He's a long way out of his goal once more. Egypt have to settle for the corner. Great work there by TAMER Ismail. But here come Uruguay again. Terrific running by Lamana. And high and wide by Gustavo Silva. Great work by ROIBAL. But he's been caught out once more here. Surely there's a chance for Egypt. Oh, no accuracy in the shot there from Said Abdelkadir. But it's all over, and it's Egypt who, to great delight, make progress into the second stage of these FIFA Futsal World Championships, the fourth World Championships. A disciplined performance from the side who lost their opening game 5-3 against the Netherlands because they were lax in defence. They went to make the same mistakes here. They're happy, their supporters are happy. ARAFA Said, NADER Soliman, Abdelkadir, and then SABRY Abdu got the goals. And in Group B at Domo tonight, it's finished Egypt 4, Uruguay 2.